At first, I did hesitate a little bit because maybe it's due to my age, but watching so many films in one day is not easy. And I have to see at least 2 films a day, and on some days 3 days even. I've already had the experience of being on a jury in Venice, so I know how difficult it can be. So I was wondering, well, shall I try and avoid it? But I didn't have any films going on at the time at the festival, so I didn't have any excuse.
좋은 컨디션을 유지하는 것.
I think the most important thing is to try and keep in good physical condition. And that's the only preparation that I really get into, because I believe that it's only right to go into a film approaching it as if for the first time. So not to find out too much about who the director is or who the actors are. Try not to think about that too much and not to have that influence me as I go to see the film. Well, I felt that finally the thing that I'd been waiting for is to be invited here, because I've always been in the role where I was actually being evaluated. So to be in a position where I'm actually evaluating, to give my judgment, I finally felt like it's a day of revenge.
받아보고 싶었거든요.
In the Korean market, how Cannes evaluates your films does really matter, and it matters in the marketplace as well. If your film is in competition in Cannes, or if your film gets a good award in Cannes, it actually helps in the box office. It helps with the promotion of the film. And I think the way it's affected me personally, I mean my life itself, you can say pretty much that there's my life before and after Old Boy came to Cannes in competition. And the way it affected me in my career, especially in terms of the international aspects of my career, it's played a really decisive role.
예, 그렇죠. 상영도 상영이고.
The screening, of course, but as well as the closing ceremony, where I got to attend the party with all the jury members and have an opportunity to meet these wonderful jury members who were such great filmmakers, including Tarantino, of course, and being able to spend time with these international filmmakers, that's really something that remains a great memory. And Emmanuel Béard, of course, as well.
가끔 심심할 때 IMDb를 뒤져서.
When I get bored sometimes, I go online and look on IMDb, and I look at the films that received the Palme d'Or in a given year.
82년?
And in some years, I look at it, and I nod and I say, okay, that deserved the Palme d'Or. But some years, I shake my head, and I think, nobody remembers that film anymore. And so, what we must remember here is that when a film receives a Palme d'Or, it should be a film that a future audience can also agree with.